All right, what's going on, people? We are back again. This is another episode of RAOP at night. This is a virtual episode, and today we got a lovely, lovely special guest, Miss Sarah Jay. How you doing today?
Super. Thanks for having me on.
I can't thank you enough for coming on. So today we got some great questions. For if I can, let's start with a little introduction from you. Where are you from?
I was born in Ohio, but currently I have a home in the Caribbean and a home in Florida.
Okay. Uh, that's some boss shit right there, you know. You got
Yeah.
got a little crib everywhere you want to be, huh?
Yeah.
So, if I may, how long have you been in the industry?
25 years.
Because 25 years. I mean, I was gonna say, I think you've been in the game since I can remember watching the films. You know? How do
hmm
you stay hungry with 20 plus years in the game?
Well, I'm still horny.
I
So
respect
there's
that. I
that. I mean,
respect that.
like as silly as that sounds, there is a little bit of a drive there. But besides that, like after you put that aside, there's been a lot of reasons why I've been able to stay hungry in the game. I think that sexuality is like very important, and I think that a lot of people don't explore their own sexuality enough. And I think that there's a lot of things that are considered taboo that shouldn't be. And I would like to just be
Okay.
part of that movement, moving things forward. So that way, like it progresses.
I definitely understand, and I love that. Now, let me ask this: what are some things that you would consider taboo, or that you think is generally considered taboo? Let me
Oh,
say
that
it like
other
that.
people consider taboo?
Right,
I mean,
right, yeah,
depending on where you're from and like your culture, and I mean, anything can be considered taboo. Like the fact that my shoulders are showing in some cultures is taboo.
that's true.
The fact that um I am really comfortable with my sexuality and talking about it is taboo. So I mean, pretty much everything I stand for is taboo to somebody.
That's a really good point. Sex in itself, and now that we here, sex in itself can be taboo. I think that when you're comfortable talking about it, it's easy to forget that. But as you mentioned, it's a lot of gray area when it comes to taboos and sex.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think nothing really puts that in your face more than either traveling or social media, because you get so many
Very true.
contacts with so many different types of people from all over the world. And things that I do that are like not a big deal to me at all are like a
Right.
huge deal to other people. And I have inspired people and helped people, discover themselves and stuff like that. And to me, it's like, whatever, I was just doing this. But to them, it's like a imprint. You're smoking, I want to smoke.
Hey, you said you next time you're in Florida.
I'm in Florida right now, but I am in I'm not, like you're in Jacksonville, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm right now. I'm dog sitting. I'm in Fort Myers, very
Oh,
far
okay.
end of that. Yeah.
Surprise is nice. That's nice.
It's okay. There's nice houses there.
I heard that. I heard that.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna jump back in. Let me ask you this: what's the most shocking thing you learned from doing porn?
Mm, how bad people's hygiene is.
Mm. Oh, let's
Like,
get into it.
yeah, especially honestly, especially young women, like women under 25.
That's sad.
Yeah,
That's
like
sad.
it's unfortunate that we don't come with like a manual, and then the fact that the way that we use our bodies is like different than regular people use their bodies, so you have to
Right,
take
right.
care of it like differently. And yeah, I've I was contracted with a company called Immoral Live for a year, and they had me just on set just to handle that kind of like situation, because
Really?
they had nothing but like new girls like going through their
Gotcha.
studio all the time. So they would have me on set to be like the porn. I don't like using the word mom, but Yeah.
I
I
hear
don't like
that.
the word mom at all, but in this type of way, like I was like, caring and yeah, gave some guidance.
I definitely understand that. Is it so in the porn industry, right? Is it a close knit community? Like, do porn stars build friendships and those kind of relationships to where it's like, hey, we're gonna hang out outside of work kind of thing, or
Yeah, of course. I think it's just like any other industry, right? Like the bigger your industry is, the more like little circles of that you have. Like we don't all
trendy,
just
trendy,
hang out. Yeah, like we
right?
don't all just hang out just because like you're in the industry. No, not at all. But it's like like little cliques. We all have our
Yeah,
little like groups of friends that we're most comfortable with.
got you. And then in those circles, is it a common thing to kind of share um advice and such? You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely. I think that's probably how those circles get formed.
got you, got you.
Either sharing information about like bad actors or sharing information about hygiene or like just, details that you just don't feel comfortable putting public.
Right, right. No, I definitely
Yeah, let
understand
me
that.
put you on. Or like ways to make money. Like I've got a group of close friends right now, and one of our favorite things to do is talk about ways we're making money right now.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
I'm imagining there are ample opportunities outside of porn for you to make money through merchandise. Do you do conventions like Exotica?
Yeah, I do all the conventions.
Okay, okay. What's one of your
Yeah.
favorites?
Exoticas are always really good. Well, I don't want to say all of them, but I usually go to Jersey and Chicago. Those are the two really good ones. And I like those because that's where a lot of our fans are. A lot of our
Right,
fans can get to the Midwest, can get to Chicago, throughout all the Midwest. And a lot of
right.
the fans are in the Northeast and they can get to Jersey from
Pretty
anywhere in
easy.
the Northeast.
Right.
Yeah. So they're really busy shows and it's cool to, really meet the fans and bring smiles to their faces.
For sure. That's what's up. That's
Yeah.
what's up. So what made you what made you get into OnlyFans? And when did that transition happen for you?
Yeah, that. I forget when I started OnlyFans. I didn't start it right away. I started it maybe like a year after it was open. So I don't know when that was. Maybe 17,
Okay.
2017, maybe. I don't know. And I was a little bit leery, like because I didn't understand how it could fit into my workflow.
Got
Like
you.
I'm at that time I was already very well established. I already have a production company. I already have websites that I shoot for, uh, like mainstream porn websites,
Mhm.
but then also like my own production company websites. And I was already like super busy, and I'm like, I don't want to dilute my content. Like, how is this gonna fit into other things that I'm doing? Where does this play a role? And then I realized that OnlyFans was a really good place to connect with fans. Another way I was already doing things like phone sex and stuff like that. So
Right.
like and camming. So it's just like another way to be interactive with the fans. And the content that I put on there, I differentiate it from the content that I put other places by making it a little bit more behind the scenes. So most of the content that's on there is either behind the scenes content where it's you get to see how the productions are made, or it's like private content of like me and like who I'm doing in my off time.
Got you. Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Um, let's get into a little let's dive a little deeper. I've seen some of your films now. When did
Okay,
you
okay.
realize you were good at giving head?
When I was 15.
She was like, yo, I got a knack for this.
Yeah. No, like the first DJ I gave was like just a friend of mine who was like complaining that his girlfriend couldn't suck dick at all. And I was
Really?
like, I mean, it can't be that hard.
I know he was feeling like the luckiest man in the world.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but he complained about it so much. I already like made a list of like what not to do, you know? I
Damn,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh yeah, like let me give it a go. Hold on, let me get a little drink.
yeah.
I remember we were drinking. Yeah, I was underage drinking. It happens. And
Right.
yeah, I was like, let me try this out.
That's a funny story. That's a funny story.
Keith, if you're out there, you were the one that started it all.
What's the quickest time you think you made a man come from giving head?
43 seconds. It was timed.
43 seconds. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I may have done it in less in another time that it wasn't timed, but I would say that that's probably yeah.
That's
We did it for
insane.
a scene. They did it for a scene. Like, how quick can you make this guy come? And yeah, it was like so quick. It wasn't even a scene. Like, they didn't even use it.
Damn, hey, Sarah J got some
Yeah.
secret tricks. 43 seconds. You know, it's funny because I've told women before that I don't know that I could come off head solely. You know what I
I
mean?
hear that a lot.
Yeah, just because I haven't had that happen yet. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
hey, I don't know what you doing to these men, but
You know,
I
a
ain't
lot
saying
of
it's
it
out the
is just
question.
like desire. Like
I hear
when
that.
you feel like the other person is like really enjoying it and like wants you to come,
No,
it's
that's real.
probably a little easier. Yeah, like they're like they're not like wasting time till the next thing. They're like
Right, right.
here to do this and provide the service. You know,
Yeah,
like,
see,
I think of it as a service or a gift. You know.
okay, okay. See, I like that. I like that mentality. You know what I mean? They say it's better to give than receive those gifts, right?
Right? Kind of like in the same as like a massage. Like, I know that sounds wild to some people, but for me, like, yeah, it's like the next thing. It's like a
Yeah.
massage or a blowjob. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hey, that's crazy. I know fella love hanging with you. It's like, oh, my back hurts, but my
Yeah.
dick's hard.
I think I've had that happen a few times.
I heard
Hmm.
that. When you got into the industry, did anyone take you under their wing?
Mm, yeah. You know, in different aspects, I picked
Mm.
up like little things from different people that I was around frequently. One of those people is Ava Devine. Ava Devine and
Okay.
I were like really, really close when we first started. We both started around the same time, and we spent a lot of time together. And she taught me things that I'm sure I probably taught her a couple things too, but she definitely taught me some things that I didn't know. And then just, you know, other women in the industry and just watching them, not necessarily being taken under their wing, but watching them and how they are with their fans and how they run their business and stuff like that was like inspiring. And there's quite a few women that I took little gems from. But then honestly, I think the biggest influences were always like producers, directors, webmasters, you know, people that actually know the business of the business.
Right.
And that kind of guidance is, I think it's the more valuable because the rest of it kind of comes naturally, you know, like, um, you know, how to interact with men because as a woman we've been interacting with men our whole life, right?
Right.
But
Right.
to understand how the business works and that's always something that is, I think, incredibly valuable. So I dealt with a lot of different producers and directors and webmasters right in the beginning that were very knowledgeable and very helpful, and we were making great teams right in the beginning.
That's what's up. And I know that over time, I'm sure you've taken what you've learned and passed that along. If I'm not mistaken, you've worked with a friend of the show, someone we know, Miss Alexis Andrews.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I worked with her. I did a scene with her. Hmm.
I believe she spoke very highly of you and said, you know, you put her onto some game. So yeah, you what they say, pay it forward, you'll pay it
Yeah, of
forward the
course.
knowledge.
Yeah, you know, I had a management company for a little while and I was managing talent. And that was very satisfying in that I could like pay my knowledge forward. And I would like to utilize my knowledge in that capacity in the future too. Like, I think that that is a natural progression because I have 25 years of experience, which is rare, and
Right.
I can drop gems on everybody.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's not a soul who's ever seen porn that doesn't know Sarah J. So
You'd be surprised. There are a couple out there. It always excites me. I'm like, ooh, newie.
Nah, they lying. They lying. How much has the game changed since you've gotten started?
I mean, it's unrecognizable almost, right? Like when I started, like I was shooting VHS.
Really?
And yeah, and people shot on film. Like a
Yeah.
photographer would come with a huge cooler full of canisters of film, you know?
Wow.
Like my first adult pictures were Polaroids. And yeah, like so I mean, obviously, what all the things that I'm mentioning is technology.
Right,
But what
right,
technology has done, just like the music industry, our industries run very parallel, you know? So, like, what technology has done is placed all of the responsibility and the capabilities of production in the talent's hands, just like in music, you know? So, all of like the, you know, when I first started, the cameras were like this big. You had to hold them like this, and you know,
right.
and like the film and all this stuff, and you get like these little consumer size things now. Like we can shoot on our phones, and we have these little tripods that they sell on Amazon. We have the ring lights, and the quality is not bad. It's not,
Yeah.
and everybody can shoot their own stuff. Then also we have all these different ways to sell our own content, whereas before the only way you could make money was if a production company hired you and you showed up on set and you did your thing and they gave you a check, and that was kind of it. So now there's so many ways to make money, and they're all technology based, you know, whether it's a website or a platform or social media or, you know, on the phone or camming. All these things are technology based.
Do you have a preference? Do you prefer working for the production companies, working for, you know, yourself in the sense of like OnlyFans or doing content for your own websites? Do you prefer to, you know, what would be your choice setting, let's say?
You know, like I maybe that's part of the reason why I've been in it 25 years, because my mood changes and so does what I want to do. Like sometimes I don't feel like working for other companies and being told what to do and what to wear and how to wear my hair and stuff like that. And so then, you know, I'll work for myself for a while. But then at other times, I'm like, you know, it'd be really nice to just be like entirely hands off and just show up like
Right.
naked with no makeup on and be like, do me and
Mhm.
tell me what to do. I would just like to tell me what to do today. You know, like I don't want to make any decisions at all. So yeah, it's gone like many different things. Sometimes I don't feel like doing any of that, and I'm like, actually, I just want to be at home and camming right now, and I don't feel like interacting with people. You
Right,
know?
right.
Like, so yeah, it's I mean, like, I think that probably has contributed in my longevity too, because there's so many different things you can do. You know, I can make appearances. I can just like in the fall, I go to Europe and I make a bunch of appearances at different shows and stuff. And yeah, so it's there. It varies. It really
I hear
does. And
that.
there's value in every different thing, you know. And all of these different things, they come together to make like one big Sarah J thing.
I hear that. Um, I was going to ask how 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 would you say, or what would you say it takes to be successful in the film industry? But I think you kind of answered that with how, you know, flexible you've been, pun intended, I guess, in this case. Do you think that it's hard having a relationship and maintaining a relationship while working in in the porn industry?
I think that it can be for sure. I think that it is an unusual business to be in, and it takes a special type of person. And I also think that you shouldn't expect someone to just swallow all of this and be okay with it. You know, it's a
Right,
lot. It's a
right.
lot.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was I was married when I got in the industry, and I was married for 11 years.
Wow.
And yeah, and you know, he was very accepting and understanding and even encouraging of my desires in my career, which was really cool. And our divorce had absolutely nothing to do with the business. But then I was single for like 18 years. And
I
that
hear
was
that.
really, yeah, that was really, really wonderful, to be honest with you. And I was like really thankful to be single because not having anybody to answer to or anybody to consider, not that I
Right.
ever had an answer to my ex-husband, but you need to consider your partner, you know? And
100%.
yeah, that's part of having a partner. And so like being like single and free was like really, really wonderful for a very, very, very long time. And now that I've gotten a little bit older and I think it's like very well established who I am and what I do, I have accidentally just found somebody that fully gets it. And I'm like super happy.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Congratulations to that.
Thank you.
Um,
But, you know, you see a lot of different situations. You know, you see swingers, which is really cool. You see like bad relationships. You see all of the things, the pimp manager, boyfriend kind of thing. You see all of
yeah,
that. And it's a lot to swallow. I think,
100%. Yeah,
yeah, I think relationships are probably one of the most complicated things in our business.
I could imagine that.
Yeah.
What would you say your craziest story in porn is? And then
Like,
I feel like when you answer this, you have to give us context and let us know were you married or were you, or not. Just in lieu of the last question.
right. So like, right. So like in porn, like you mean like while I've been in porn or
Right,
like on a
right.
porn set?
So, ooh, let's answer that both ways.
Okay, okay. Um, well, on a porn set, I have definitely had the cops show up. That's like traumatic. You
Like, all right,
know?
hold
Like
on,
that's traumatic. I've had the
hold
cops show
on.
up more than once. I've been on like what, two different sets where the cops showed up. Yeah,
Like
that's
y'all were breaking the law and the cop showed up, or and I mean in the sense you were doing something outside kind of thing, or
right.
okay,
No, okay, so like the first one where the cops showed up, we were indoors, but it was in Las Vegas in one of those like neighborhoods where like the houses are like so close to each other. And there was like a lot of people shooting. It was like, I don't know, two camera guys and like probably five talent, you know? And I guess because the houses are so close together, somebody in this house upstairs looked down into the window in this house over here, you
right,
know? And yeah, they called the cops on us. Um, when the cops showed up, they were actually there kind of a long time because they didn't know if we were doing anything illegal or not. They were like, we're gonna have to call it in. We're not really sure." And so basically, like the way that they saw it was the window on the side of the house, and like we had all the other windows closed, but we just didn't even, because there was like a wall there, you didn't think that there's somebody up there could see in, you know, like I don't know.
right.
And so the cops showed up and they called it in and they waited to do some deliberation, and they were like, okay, you guys are pretty much good, but like also these people can see in through that window up there. So block all the windows, you know, if that's what you're
Right.
gonna do. Because it is legal to shoot porn in Vegas, but it can't be visible from the street or public, you know. So that
So
was cool.
really quick, it's
Yeah,
illegal to shoot porn in some states.
most places.
Wow, I never knew that. I
Yeah, we
never
all
knew
breaking
that.
the law. We breaking the
I
law,
never
breaking
knew
the
that.
law. Hmm.
I tell you what. All right.
Yes. Okay,
um,
so then the second time that the cops showed up, it was in Los Angeles, which it's legal to shoot porn there, but you have to have license. You have to have license to
that's
film.
crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. But that's
So
still
the cops showed up. There was no production license. What's really funny about that, the director took off running through the woods behind the house because he was like, "Oh no, I might have a warrant." He rolled out, and yeah, the rest of us just sat there and got our
laying
IDs
down
looked
naked
at.
as
And
hell.
yeah, I mean, we hadn't actually started yet, and they
Oh,
canceled the
okay.
scene, and they never ended up rescheduling it. But it was like a girl a reverse gangbang, which is like all girls, one guy, you know? And so there's like, I don't know, a ton of girls there. And we all got to like hand this cop our IDs and everything. We tried not to let him in because there was like security cameras so we could see that they were coming. We did our best not to let him in. So he was finally like, I think we better let him in after the director ran out through the woods.
That's
that was
crazy.
pretty fun. It was a good time. Yeah. Yeah. And as far as like while I was in porn, oh my goodness, I'm gonna let you know. I have had more crazy nights than most people. And yeah, I'm very discreet about like what I do and who I do and where I do. But let me tell you, I do. I definitely do. I've had gangbangs and trains run on me with like famous people, celebrities. I have I've been to orgies and like all kind of parties, and I've done all kind of things.
All right, Missy Elliott, Missy Misdemeanor, get your freak on.
No, man, you know, that's what, but I think that is why I was attracted to this business, because I am a little bit of a freak, you know?
Right. Nah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
I don't even like that word freak, because like it depends on how you view that word, but like, you know, freak is not a bad word.
I love the word freak. Like,
you do?
I feel like I love it. I feel like when you're I feel like I'm personally comfortable with describing like my sexual desires and such, you know, like what I like in sex, right? So when I'm asked about it, I tell you, it makes me to feel like, hey, freak is the only way you could describe. You know what I mean? Like,
yes,
we nasty, I don't like nasty.
Don't be thinking like circus freak weirdo, but be thinking like nasty and dirty and like fun.
Yes.
I feel like this is not like a taboo situation. I feel like, you know, freak is like, it's somebody who is sexually like open and ready.
Yes, 100%. Now, like I say, I think freak is a great. I don't like nasty. Nasty can be, you know, there are different levels of nasty. You know what I'm saying? When people be like, "Oh yeah, I'm nasty," I'm like, "Whoa, you might be scaring me."
Yeah, what kind of nasty? You like a little nasty, like really nasty?
Yeah. I gotta know. You know, I gotta know.
Are we talking about like spitting in each other's mouth? Or are we talking about like?
See, I think that I'd be. I've never done that, but I think that I'd be open to that, right?
Absolutely. In the heat of the moment, I don't have to do it, but in the heat of the moment, if it happens, it happens. It's fun.
Right. See, I don't know. I think that I'm still timid in some regards when it comes to like sexual acts, you know, just out of a level of comfort, right? But as I get older, I'm like, yo, I got one life. I ain't done this. I never had like a foot job. You know what I'm saying? I need a big old freak. But let me ask you this: who's your favorite porn star to work with?
You know, it's so hard. 25 years, people come and go and come and go and come, and you know, it's really hard to just narrow it down to like one person over like. You know, shit, some of the people that I've worked with are dead, you know? So it's like, I mean, it's been like a whole lifetime of people like.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like saying, who's your favorite person to make you coffee? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I've had a lot of good cups of coffee. You know what I mean?
Nah, I definitely understand that. Yeah. I definitely understand that. Do you actually watch your own scenes? Do you watch like your scenes with in I would say in this regard, scenes with some of your past, you know, people that you liked working with, or times where you were like, hey, I did my thing, you know?
What's so crazy is I don't watch porn.
You don't?
Not at all. The only time I really watch it is like when I'm editing or something, or like if I have to like send something to somebody or like quality control something, you know? Yeah, like I don't watch porn, not at all. I'm not to do porn.
I respect that. I love that about you. Hey, let's give her a round of applause. I
Yeah.
gotta turn that
But
up.
there's times where like I'll look at something and I'll be like, it'll like strike a memory. Like it's not that like the porn actually like turns me on. It's just the fact that like I was there and that
Right.
was good. And I
Right.
remember that. So it's like looking at old pictures of friends or something, you know, you're like, oh, that was a good day. It was a good day. It was a great day.
Nah, I definitely feel that. I imagine in those moments it probably make you want to go jump on something, huh?
Yeah, yeah, but it's weird because it's not so much that it's porn, it's so much that it was a memory. Like just like, you know, if you were looking at a picture of a food that you took at a restaurant and you were like, "Oh, that food was so good. That dinner was so good. Oh, I'd love to go back to that restaurant." It's that same kind of
Nah, I
vibe.
definitely understand that. Do you have any like dream collabs? Anybody that you want to work with? Anybody that you would say, before, too much
You
time
know,
passes?
yeah, I've worked with a lot of people already.
Right, right.
Yeah,
As
you
a,
know, there's some newer people though that I would like to get my hands on. Violet Myers is one of them. I like her
really?
a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, Violet Myers, cutie patootie.
Let's get
Yeah,
into it.
yeah, no, she's a hot girl, and I like the fans that she attracts. Like a lot of times, we're near each other at the conventions, and so I get to see her and her fans interact, and I love it. I think they're great. I think her
Yeah.
fans are great. I like the way she interacts with her fans, and she's super hot. I like her boobies and her butt, and yeah, she's really cute.
Yeah, she definitely got a little body on her now.
Hmm.
um, this is a really good. I'm going through my list of questions here. All right, so I got one that just stood out to me. All right, I want to get your opinion on it. Why do you think the black community embraced you so much?
Well, because I embrace the black community.
Mm, that's a
You
great
know,
point.
like
That's a great point.
yeah, honestly, like the whole race thing, that's one of those things that's like thing for other people ain't a thing for me. And I never really even thought about it. Like I definitely never thought about it when I started in the industry. That's one of those things that I was not schooled on, and I'm glad that I wasn't schooled on.
Right.
Because I started working with, you know, people of different ethnicities right away. I could care less. Like I didn't even
Right.
think about it being a thing. And then one day somebody asked me what my IR rate was. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, and to be honest with you, it is 20, that was 2000. It is 2025 now. And
Right.
somebody
Right.
just
Right.
asked me again what my IR rate was. And
Oh, that's
honestly,
crazy. That's
it did
ignorant.
everything in my power not to put them on blast.
Yeah.
Because the thing is like by asking those type of questions, you're perpetuating the problem. You know, you
100%.
are part of the
100%.
problem. Whether
100%.
you know, and I said something like that to the director that asked me, and they were like, "Well, you never know." And I'm like, "But you're allowing that leeway to happen.
You are
Like
absolutely
it's a
right.
man.
Yep.
I get paid the same thing I get paid when I have sex with any man on camera."
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I learned that they still watch the videos that they complain about through a disgruntled white man one
Yeah.
day. He was
Yeah.
I don't even know why he went with this verse, but he was in an argument. We were on a construction site, and he was arguing with another black guy, and I guess they got into a dick measuring contest for whatever reason. But as we're working, I hear him yell out. He's like, "I don't know what you guys think. I'm a white guy. My dick is just as big as the black guys in porn." I was like, what? What does that have to do with anything? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's definitely like dick size in general is like an insecurity for men, period. But then
100%.
when you add race into it, oh man, it's like a whole nother ball of wax. And it's something that like I spent some time thinking about, to be honest with you, partially because it's my job and it's also my passion. But and maybe you're gonna think I sound crazy saying this, but I would like to think that like most of the race problems that have started from the beginning of time have started really because of that.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Right.
why else? Like, yeah, I mean, I don't
Right.
even have to go into it. Like, what
No,
I'm
you're
saying.
absolutely right.
And,
Right.
and, it's, it's embarrassing.
Yeah. I mean, they literally built statues of them with small meats, and then I could imagine you see a black, a
They were
black
all cool with
slave,
it.
and
Everybody was cool with it when it was just
then
like a bunch of like small meat
right, right,
motherfuckers near each other, right?
right, and then
And
they
then
get
they were
black
like,
slaves, and it's
right,
like,
they're
yo,
like,
what's that?
God damn, we need to
They
keep
got
these
3
motherfuckers
legs.
chained up. Yeah, no, I
um,
fully get it. Like, yeah, and it just like this is the way I think about it. Just like Jewish people have big noses,
mhm.
and Asian people are short. Like, it's just a physical characteristic of people that happen to have African descent.
Right, right, right,
You
right,
know.
right.
Also, the women, they got big parts too. They got big titties and they got big boobies.
Big booties. Yeah,
Boobies, yeah,
yeah. I also think
yeah.
you embrace because you got a body yada yada on your own. You know what I mean?
Thank you. People always ask me what my ethnicity is, and they're for sure that I'm like, I got some black in me somewhere. And I do not. I do not. I'm actually like, I might be the whitest person you've ever met. And like, I guess I got my titties done, but like my ass is natural. My mom's got a big ass too.
Yeah, nah, we can tell the ass is natural. We can tell the ass is natural. Nah.
Yeah.
But hey, your titties look. I'm not a big fan of fake titties, but yours look really good. So
Oh,
we're
thank
gonna
you.
give
I
you a round
appreciate
of
it.
applause for that too.
Yeah, it is what it is. I made that decision in 2000, and
Yeah, yeah,
like one of the things that people don't tell you is like once you make some surgery decisions, there's no going back. There's only going
right,
forward.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So I made that decision in 2000. And here I am with these big old titties.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, I hear that. I hear that. It's funny. I worked with this woman. I was in my early 20s, and she had just got her breast done. She came to work and she couldn't wait. She was showing a group of girls like in the office or whatever, and I just so happened to like walk in. And once I realized her shirt was up, because I saw it from the back, I was like, "Oh, I'll come back." My bad. I
My
didn't realize
bad,
what was
y'all are
going
doing some
on.
lady
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah. Something going on. I'll be
Right.
back. And she was
Yeah.
like, no, come back, come back. And she turned around and like waved them. And I mean, boom, they were huge, right? And she
Yeah.
was like, come here. You got to touch them. I was like, well,
Okay. That is
if I
fine.
must. But nah, like I
That is
say,
the funniest thing to me. Like, I always get, especially when I used to go to clubs and stuff, like 1:30 to 2 is like the witching hour in the bathroom. That is like when the ladies get just enough alcohol in them to
yeah,
like say some shit like, "Oh my God, can I touch them?" And
right,
they're
right,
already
right, right.
touching them. I'm like,
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how
Oh
many times
shit.
I've been groped in the bathroom. I'm like, oh shit, okay, I guess
That's
this is happening
crazy.
right now. Like, I have friends come out of the stall and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, did she wanted to touch them? And I was just like, all right.
That's what's up. Hey, when you got nice titties, I'm not
Thank
gonna lie, it's
you.
like a trophy, you walk around with that,
Thank you. Thank you. There's so many nice titties and nice bodies now. Like when
For sure, for sure.
25 years ago, it was like very different. I was like,
Right.
one of
It
few.
was an
And now there's
anomaly,
so
yeah.
many. So it takes some of the heat off me, actually.
What you say? You ain't the only one dragging the wagon today.
Right, exactly. Like sometimes I even get looked over, and that is all the way fine.
I heard that. Do you have anything that's on your bucket list, like sexually? Anything you might not have done yet?
I do, and it's like it's probably not something that like everybody wants to hear, but it's just something that I've never done, and I've always wanted to do it. I've always wanted to have a threesome with two gay guys.
I've heard women say that. I don't
Yeah,
understand the
well, not gay guys, but
fascination.
bisexual guys.
Right, right.
Bisexual
Okay,
guys.
okay. Yeah. I mean, I was
Bisexual
gonna
guys.
say, like, I get it.
I'll just say because I've never done it. Like I've
Yeah,
done
yeah.
everything. I've done everything that I'm not opposed to doing.
Right, right.
And I've never been in the same room with two guys having sex either.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know that it would turn me on or not, but there's only one way to find out. and I'm not opposed to it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, yeah, if we're crossing things off the bucket list, yeah, might as well do that and see how that goes.
Nah, that's real. I've learned one thing we do not do is kink shame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we,
I'm not even sure if it's a kink, like, but let me find out.
right. Nah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I tell people all the time, like, whatever your sexual preference, like, and I don't mean that as far as orientation, you know what I mean? Whether
Yeah.
you're gay or straight or whatever. I mean,
Hmm.
whatever you like to do in the bedroom, that's on you. If you decide to go above and beyond talking about it, that's when
Yeah.
it becomes a thing of, hey, I
Yeah.
might judge you a little, you know. And I'm not even saying judging.
Yeah.
Personally, I mean, generally speaking, people might judge
For,
you, but
for me, I love threesomes. Like, I love boy girl threesomes. I love girl threesomes. I love threesomes. And I love the different roles that you can play in a threesome. And one of my favorite roles to play in the threesome is an assistant. I like to sit for you. I like to hold this and move that and put that in there. And yeah, I just like to facilitate the pleasure, you know?
yeah,
And yeah, I've never done that for you guys.
I hear that. Hey, do your
Yeah,
thing, do your thing, do
I don't
your
know. We'll
thing.
see. Maybe one day.
Nah, I hear that. I hear that. Um, what's your favorite position?
You know, that's like such a question that everybody asks, and I never have like a good solid answer because dicks are all different, you know, like they're gonna hit different in different ways, right? So I can't really say that it's probably either doggy or mish or maybe cowgirl,
Yeah.
because it just depends on which way your thing goes.
Yeah. I hear
Yeah, right.
that. I hear that. I think it's different from men. Like I'm an ass guy. If you got some ass, I'm hitting it from the back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. It's a lot easier for a guy though because
yeah,
like we've got like certain spots that need to get like
right.
penetrated in certain ways, you know? And so like I need your dick to go this way or that way or over here, over there.
Yeah.
A good one is like side, like the side, like spoon or like side Mitch is
Oh,
nice.
I love that. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. And for us, okay, if this area is your butt, right? So when you're on your side like that, like the meat of your thigh kind of like collapses down on the dick and kind of makes it like way more tight in there.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's kind of nice because like everything gets kind of squished together while you're penetrating. Everything gets kind of squished together, and you have a lot more feeling. That's a pretty good one for most
Okay.
guys, as long as it's like big enough to go through my big ass. Cheeks. Make it as long as it's big
Take
enough
me
to go
through
through my
there.
big
Take
ass
me
cheeks.
through there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that. All right. So, do you like sex in porn or out of porn more? Like your personal.
Yeah, I mean, sex out of porn more is better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like, you know, when, and I try to make it not so different. Like, I try to bring them as close together as possible. But like when you're shooting porn, you're like a little bit like there's at least part of you that's like concerned with how everything looks. You know, you're concerned with like, can they see me? Like, is my hair in my face? Like, my eyelash still on? Like, you know, you're like a little bit concerned that you don't have like spit hanging off your chin or like whatever. You just got this like little piece in the back of your head that's like, open up, you know, like wipe your under eye, like all that kind of stuff is going on. Where it's like when you're having like regular sex, who cares?
Yeah. You ain't lying. You ain't
Yeah.
lying. um, do you have any tips for any girls that want to get into the industry?
Yeah, you know, because now it's such a DIY. That's what I really consider. Like, you know, I said
OnlyFans, huh?
earlier, yeah, I said earlier, like, you know, music's the same way. And it's such a DIY. You should just worry about creating brands, especially right now. You know, we're on the verge of AI taking over everything. And
Mhm.
I think that the only way that you're going to make any money or be successful is if you create a brand. So worry about creating a brand, have a logo, have a good name, like use some hashtags with your fans, you know, like have colors and yeah, like just create a brand, have something that you stand for and something that, that people can like box you in as, because when AI does take over everything, you'll be able to utilize that brand then as well. And not only that, but like if you have a brand, you can utilize it for everything. You want to sell energy drinks, you throw your brand on there if you've got enough followers,
Right, very true. Very true. And then as far as like, I think women could also take a point from this. How do you keep your body so fit? Any exercises or
Fuck
you doing
yeah.
Pilates or what?
Yeah, and it's different for everybody because people have different body goals, but my body goal has always been to have shape, but to be soft. Like I like to have a really nice specific shape, but I also like to be soft. So I work out and I kind of eat whatever I want. I like to work out and I don't do any cardio. I do like 10 minutes just for cardiovascular, just to like get my heart rate up. Yeah. I do like maybe 10, 15 minutes of cardio. And then I kind of like rush through all my weight training. I do weight training and like body weight exercises. And I kind of like rush through all that. So that way I keep like sweating during that whole time. And then I just eat whatever I want. And that has been kind of what got me here. Yeah.
I mean, for the viewers out there, it's not, we're not in the perfect setting for Miss Sarah Jay to be able to stand up and show the body, but you can see. Let us see that thing. Oh, go ahead, turn around. Bow, there it is. Okay. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Them big. Oh my Lord.
Sometimes I'm a little tighter than other times, and sometimes I'm a little softer than other times. But I keep myself in like a nice little range, and I try not to stress too much about it. Like I really enjoy going to the gym, so it's never really too much of an issue. I do the thing, I eat the stuff, and live life.
Nah, hey, look, it is doing you well. It's doing
Thank
you well. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I had a couple more questions, but honestly, I mean, I don't want to take up all your day. It's been an hour in. What do you think of this interview so far? How'd I do?
Oh, it's fun. You did a great job. Yeah, it was a nice conversation. Like I didn't feel like I was being interviewed. I feel like we were just talking.
There we go. I'm trying to get to know you. You know what I mean? Come and talk to me.
Can we talk?
Oh, there you go. Now, that's my karaoke song. I hit that. Normally, I'm trying to drop some panties with that one. I'm gonna be honest here. You know what I'm saying? Last night I saw you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, it's been a pleasure for sure. If you can't, go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you at, where they can follow you, everything.
Yeah, everything's all in one place. SarahJayLinks.com. I don't have IG. Please know this. I don't have IG. I'm not on Telegram. I'm not sending you DMs. Right. I don't want gift cards. Okay.
Let me ask you this.
I would like to share.
Before we close out, why no IG?
Well, I had IG up until 2021. Okay. I had 5 accounts on there. I had one for myself, one for my production company, backup accounts, and then I had like one other one for my CBD brand. Okay. And they shut down 4 of those accounts in the same month after I had 5.4 million followers with a blue check, all organic. I didn't buy a damn thing because I refused to buy anything off of fucking Instagram. And when they shut my shit down, it was, and also I had a whole team working to make sure that I wasn't violating any rules, right? And every time a new TOS come out, we'd have like a meeting and we would discuss what type of content can be shot and what can't be shot and like da da da. And they were so on my shit. If I had this dress on and I touched my strap, they would take the picture down.
That's crazy.
It was absolutely crazy. I never pushed the envelope. I'm not one of these girls that needed to push the envelope because I was famous before the internet existed. That is something I don't think people understand. Before this all existed, I was famous. So I was actually drawing fans to IG. They built IG off the backs of adult performers.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Absolutely right.
You're absolutely
And
right.
for them to let me be on there driving all this traffic,
Mm-hmm.
5.4 million followers, right?
Right.
Driving all this traffic to their platform, and then they kick me off and ban me for life. You know what? They can suck it. And then, like, to be honest with you, I think it's all a scam, because soon as my accounts got taken off of Instagram, then I'm being hit up by these hackers who can get my account
Get your
back for
account back. Yep.
$25,000, or
Yep.
you know, even as low as $10,000, whatever. I am not paying for shit because I was famous before the internet.
Right.
I was doing them a favor. They're not doing me no favors.
Right.
That's the way I feel about it. Yeah, you'll never see me on IG again. I still have my CBD brand, which is run by my CBD team, and I have nothing to do with that. So don't message me on there like I'm on there, because I'm not. But if you want to support, I appreciate it. But yeah, absolutely not. I'm not driving any more traffic to an ungrateful platform that's scamming a lot of people out of thousands of dollars.
Nah, that's some real shit. Hey.
Yeah.
You just put us on game. I had a similar situation to where one of my business account got taken down, and it's like, yeah, hey, Mark Zuckerberg, you're going to hell.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I don't even believe in hell, but like, you're going,
Well,
He
going to a fiery place.
I think you're already in hell, and I wish that it's continuous to be miserable for you the rest of your life.
I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, Sarah, this has been a pleasure. I can't thank you enough for making the time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been fun. Thank you.
Nah, thank you. With all that said, yo, it's a wrap from here.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.